So I was chilling, minding my own business, got a phone call from a friend, and he was like, "Bro, is it true that Patrick Shai took his life?" So I asked him, "Where did you get this from?" He said, "An online publication." I asked him to send me the link. He did so. I went online and I checked. The headline read, "Patrick Shai committed suicide in his garage in Dobsonville." Now, I stay in Dobsonville. I know the man. I knew the man personally. I broke bread with him. I've been to his house. We've worked on a number of projects together. Now, online, there is talks that it's probably due to the whole Casper Nyovest saga. For those that don't know what happened between him and Casper, he publicly came out and said, "Casper, I want to challenge you to a boxing match, and I want to be that old timer that will beat you up in the ring so that by the time I die, it will be known on my tombstone that this is the old man that beat up Casper."
This is Mr Patrick Shai. Ke batla gore ke opane le wena ko ringing. Ke batla black my boy. Before ke tlhokofala, I want to make sure go trapile so that on my tombstone go ngwali hore ke le time le le lanyisa Castor or Cosper, whatever your shit name is, your Vesta, ke tla unyisa. Boy, on my tombstone. Give me that respect. Come, you son of a bitch.
Right? And I think he got excited and ended up saying, whatever, Casper, and then at the end, "You son of a bitch." Okay? Casper took offense, and the question is, why involve my mother? Because when you say son of a bitch, you're basically inferring that my mom is a bitch. A couple of days later, Patrick came out with a statement apologizing to Casper and his mom, including South Africa.
"I humbly from the bottom of my heart apologize for having used such strong language towards your mom. Even though the challenge would have been an ideal thing, now it has been soured by what I said. Ke askis from the bottom of my heart. On Swarele and Linswarele South Africans, I am regretting every bit of the last sentence that I used. I'm sorry."
And then a couple of days later, apparently Patrick Shai committed suicide. Now, for me personally, guys, I don't think it's because of the whole Casper saga. For me, I knew him. Like I said, I worked with him personally, and he is strong-minded. He is strong-willed. In fact, I don't think, he's scared of a fight, because just recently we had service delivery issues right here in Dobsonville, and he was in the front line taking rubber bullets from the police because he was a man that didn't want to back down from a fight. Okay, and this is the very same man that came out publicly a couple of years ago, and he said that he was a perpetrator. He used to abuse his wife, but now he's changing his ways. So for someone that is as bold as he is, and someone that's not scared of rubber bullets and being shot in the front line, do you think he's scared of Casper to such a point where he can commit suicide? For me, I think there's something else in the works here, right? Because when I spoke to a friend, they said that this reminds them of the whole R.I.P saga. Okay, that celebrities go through stuff, and for us, ordinary citizens, we don't see all of that because the entertainment industry is brutal. Like, it's really, really brutal. I mean, if you were to have them tell their stories, we would be shocked. On our end, we're thinking that life is supposed to be limelights, glitter, champagne, and all of that stuff, but it's probably not that. When this friend called me initially, I was like, let's wait. Maybe this is not true. And the reason I was saying that is because he was trending because of the whole fight thing with Casper. And I was like, maybe this could be, someone trolling, because there are trolls out there. And I waited, and then I saw on Eyewitness News where the news anchor was standing outside his house. And there were cars, and I thought, okay, snap, this is real. And the news anchor then said a coroner came through and, took the body away, okay? So I was like, okay, so this is real. This is real. And then a family spokesperson said that, yes, indeed, he is gone. So the question is it suicide? But I don't believe that it's suicide because of the whole Casper saga. None of that stuff. Now, I want to talk to you about an initiative that he started a couple of years ago called Kulumandota, where he said men don't speak. Men don't tell their problems. Men don't go to the doctors. We wait up until, it's too late. And I'm afraid that he might have fallen victim to that very same thing that he was trying to address. But anyway, he started Kulumandota. Kulumandota, men speak up. Men don't go to the doctor. Like we just don't speak up. Men don't cry. This is what we say. And if you've got an issue, we tend to deal with it in different ways other than facing our emotions. And then when things get too much, it might just lead to suicide. So the initiative was for men to speak. So like I said, I worked with him, and there was a time when he was speaking at an event in, I think, Ekurhuleni, because he was also a public speaker, motivational speaker. So I went there with him, and he was addressing a room filled with almost 2,000 men. And he was talking about the very same thing, that, guys, speak up. If you have problems, let's talk, okay? Also in Pretoria, Department of Science and Technology, and he was also talking about the same thing, okay? So I'm now confused even more that, someone that was driving change, someone that was driving an initiative for men to speak up fell victim of, silence, okay? He also drove or tried to drive change for young men that are drug afflicted, because there was a camp that we did for guys that, are drug afflicted, where we got 30 of them, and then we paired them with 30 mentors, where for a weekend we would camp right here in Dobsonville at a civic center, where we had tents, and all the men, all these young men were paired up with a mentor. So after the 3-day camp, where we had even guys like Menzi Ngubeni, may he rest in peace. He came through. These are the stories that people don't see. But anyway, the guys were then sent to rehab, and this is a guy that wanted to drive change. So I'm even more confused now with regards to the suicide thing, that maybe this wasn't for him. Okay, maybe this was for us. That, look, guys, I've got a problem, and my problem is whatever it is, but I would like you guys to start talking, to start engaging in conversation, to start speaking up if you've got issues. And yeah, and the name itself, depicts it. Kulumandota. You've got a problem, kulum. So this is what I want to say, men or women. If you've got a problem out there, speak up. Yeah. Speak up.